everyone, this is V, Buzzing with V. Welcome to another video. Today's video is a feature for scrapdivadesigns.com. We're making some shaker tags. I'm using the scallop circle shaker tag set. I'm also using the foam flower bundle, and I'm also using the baby words number 2. So here are the dies. Here I'm sharing with you how they will look once die cut out. And so I'm also using the flowers. I did share with you what it's going to look like. I did made one prior off camera, and so I'm going to make one together with you. So I am using the Garden Party collection by Maggie Holmes, and that is the first one that I created. So I have all my pieces here. You will need 2 bases. You're going to need a foam circle piece, a acetate piece, as well as a lining. So I'm using the Barely Arts glue around the edge of the base, and then I did use hot glue for the middle. So that is set. So the base is all ready to go. I'm going to glue on the Joy. So the Joy is from the baby words number 2. It's a 12-piece die set. You get Precious, Joy, Oh Baby, Sweet, Love, Bundle of Joy. So all of those sets that you get, and it comes with the word as well as a backing. So I'm using it here with some Barely Arts glue. I'm using my tweezers to glue that on. Well, not glue it on, but keep it in the right spot. So here are the foam flowers. This is what the die looks like with foam. So I started off using foam, and I figured, you know what, I'm just going to do paper because I don't have enough colors for foam. However, I wanted to show you how the foam flowers would look if you were to get that die. So that's how it looks. And what I did is I added 3 layers to those foam flowers. For the paper flowers, I'm going to add several more layers. So you're going to need 3 of the large, 1 of the middle, 1 of the medium, 1 of the small. So all you have to do is get your stylus and start curving the paper with your stylus, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. All I want to do is crumble up that paper, get those paper fibers broken up, because I want the flower to be semi messy. So there's no rhyme or reason. Very simple and easy to do. I'm using hot glue to glue each petal on just to keep it intact, because I've noticed that without the hot glue and when using the flower stamens, the petals do move around. So each petal needs to be glued down, whether it's hot glue or liquid, whatever your preferences, use that. So I glued them all in, and I'm using my stylus pin, and I added that to the smallest stylus point, and I'm just keeping it there so I could maneuver the petals and squeeze them and crunch them, and we're trying to break up all of the paper fibers. I could have spritzed it with some water, but I didn't want to get up. I wanted to finish this video for you guys, otherwise it's going to take so much more time. So I did that, and you know, if you want to make it easier for yourself, just use some water prior to crunching those petals. So here's the flower stamen. I picked them up from Amazon, and they come in several colors. I'm going to add it to the middle here. I do use a very thin wire to help feed the stamen through the flower hole for better results, so that way I could glue the other side. So I did do that with some hot glue. There's the little tail sticking out. I will cut it off later, and I'm just showing you here. This is what it looks like. It's the same as the first flower I made. So this is all glued down. So now I'm going to add the lining to the foam and the acetate. So, you know, with making shakers, you have to wait for the glue to dry. So I'm adding the lining here. It's in mint, and I'm just going to set it aside for later. I'm going to work on these flowers here, the yellow ones, and I just wanted to share with you really quick on what I do. So that's what I do here. It's very simple and easy. no rhyme or reason again. So very simple. I wanted to keep it very simple and easy, not complicated. So all done with that. And so time for the fun stuff. Here is the sequence mix that I whipped up really quick. I'm using some mix from Michaels. Well, not mix, but sequence from Michaels, sequence from Amazon, sequence from a gift. There's some no. The butterfly ones are from Michaels as well. So here I'm adding some glue to the foam, and I'm gonna glue on the shaker part to the base, and there it is. I let it dry, and here's a slow-mo for you guys so you can see all of that beautiful mixing around. So I'm gonna add the swan. So I chose to go with the fox and the swan. So here's the swan here. The swan does not have any stitching. I've stitched the swan before in the past, and the neck is very delicate, so you can't go over that neck. So there's a chance of it breaking, and it has tore on me before, and I did not want that to happen here. It's very hard to fix. So I didn't add any stitching to that. I am using the gold thread from Michaels, so I just love that metallic gold thread. So here I was just showing you on the petals. I do add a backing, very durable. I like to add a backing to my leaves because the leaves are very delicate, and I know that, so I just double layer them. And so now I'm gonna add, I glued everything down. I was just showing you how it was gonna be glued, and I glued everything down off camera. And now I'm adding some of this twine. You can find this twine at Michaels. This one is from a different store, so they no longer sell it, so I'm not even going to mention it. And so all it is a white twine wrapped with some foil, a string of some sort. So that's all it is. And I've seen it at Michaels in the past. So all I'm doing is I just cut probably a 10-inch strip, folded it in half, fed it through the hole there, and our shaker gift tags are just about done. I did forget to mention the bow. The bow is from Hobby Lobby, the Christmas season time. I never used them like everything else. I pick everything up and never use it. So I didn't use these, and so decided to use it here with the Maggie Holmes. I know Maggie Holmes goes very well with gingham, and so I decided to use it here, and I just love how they turned out. This concludes the video. I will see you guys in the next video. Be sure to check out scrapdivadesigns.com. I have a discount for you. It's V10%. That's VEE10, the percent sign. I will see you soon.